Hello, Vital MTV. You're watching 17 Questions. Hello, Vital MTV. You're watching 17 Questions with me, Danny MacAskill. Unfortunately for you guys. Hello, Vital MTV. You're watching 17 Questions with Danny MacAskill. Let's begin. Hey. Question 1. How many views does your super hyper mega popular YouTube video have? I'm not really too sure. I only checked about 20 minutes ago and it's probably gone up another 20,000. You cannot put that in. Who's the most random interesting person to tell you they saw your video? Probably one of the most random people was Stephen Fry, who tweeted the video, which is pretty cool. Another guy who's my hero in life, Jimmy Savile, has also seen the video, so yeah, life goal ticked. So at Crankworks this summer, I was walking home from a party or dinner or something, and it was like 11 at night. I saw someone riding a trials bike trying to get onto a head-high electrical box. It was you. You were riding yourself, and you got onto the box without a problem, then nose-picked 270'd off and rode away, and 3 passers-by applauded you. Is that how it usually goes down for you? I suppose, at Whistler I was trying to find some space where I wasn't going to get fined, just sort of ride by myself with not too many passers-by. I still got £100 fine for riding in the centre of Whistler, which sucked. But generally I just ride by myself most of the time. I ride with music, and generally try not to let anybody, any crowds gather, because when I'm riding for myself it's not a demo, so I just like to go and muck around, and that's how I've always done it, and that's probably how I always will. So. What's the raddest thing you've ever done that wasn't filmed and no one ever saw? Well, I suppose when we're making the Industrial Revolutions clip, Stu Thompson forgot to switch the camera on quite a few times, so it meant I had to either repeat things or, things I couldn't ever do again, so that's why it was kind of a bit half-assed. Right, Stu Thompson says you eat a lot of shit when you ride DH and trail bikes. Why does this happen? Yeah, a lot of my injuries I've had in the last couple of years have actually been from riding my Orange 5 or riding sort of trail bikes. Yeah, it seems to be a problem I have, that I can't really stay upright. I like to try to drift in corners, which is a big problem, because about 50% of the time I land on my side. I'm normally riding with riders that are probably a lot better than me at riding trail bikes, and I try to keep up. Are you ever going to throw bar spins into your arsenal? Well, hopefully one day I would like to learn how to do bar spins properly. I learned how to do them on my mountain bike a few years ago, but I just never get around to doing them on trials bike. I changed my stem recently, which is going to make them a bit easier, but I just can't really be bothered crashing and learn them. I'm getting old these days, so I just stick to the tricks that I can do. It's easier that way. What was your first bike? Some kind of little rally that was red and black. I can't really remember. I think it was out of a skip or a dump or something. Is it true that your second run at Whistler was following Martin Soderstrom through crabapple hits on an XC bike and you jumped everything? Yeah, I suppose it is. It was kind of true. I'd been riding with Martin previously in Sweden, so I kind of was falling into different things, so I felt kind of confident if I just rolled down through these jumps behind somebody like him, then it'd be fine. And it was fine. It was when I went back the next day by myself and tried to jump them, and I overshot the second to last one like everybody does, and hurt myself. Sven Martin asks if you've ever been mugged in South Africa. I actually felt pretty safe the whole time I was there, kind of having my Scottish ignorance. There's probably nowhere more dangerous than Glasgow. I mean, it made Cape Town seem like, a sort of play park. Do gingers have souls? Well, I think you'll find that I'm not actually ginger. I've been spending some time in the sun, so not ginger. Well, what can I do? I get hassled about it all the time, but clearly I'm not flipping ginger. I'm going to come across like such a flipping idiot in this. What is a fancy ride / filming location for you? Like something you want to ride but can't get access to? I'm not really too sure about that question. I'm pretty lucky that I get to ride everywhere I want. I'm above the law. You're going to basically cut this up and send them only the worst parts, aren't you? Name 3, question number 12, name 3 riders who inspire you and why. The first rider that's inspired me a lot has been Chris Ackrig. He's been a rider I've always looked up to in all the magazines, and his style, he can basically ride any bike and make it look good. So say the second rider, it's got to be Hans Ray actually. Such a sort of awesome guy. Again, he's somebody I've watched videos of. You know, he taught me what my chocolate foot was. Yeah, and he's awesome, and also shows you that you can make a pretty amazing career out of trials. And the third one is probably, I suppose, like Ryan Leach was a big influence on me as well. He was in all the videos I watched as a kid. What is the craziest thing that you've ever seen someone else do on a bike? I was at Red Bull Joyride at Whistler this year. Oh, professional. Hello? I'm busy. Say one of the craziest things I've seen was probably at Red Bull Joyride at Whistler this year. Seeing, wow, all the riders basically just doing insane stuff. Andrea Laconda guy doing the double backflip over a jump that didn't look like he was going to be able to double backflip was pretty crazy, and kind of maybe getting forced into it by the crowd. And also Anthony Majiri doing the front flip drop off the start ramp, and yeah, just, I mean, everything those guys do is insane. You know, to be honest, it makes the stuff that I'm doing seem like just doing a skid down my garden path. Giggleberries, is that what you call them? I say balls. Are you ever worried that your twig and giggleberries are going to get separated while you ride across a pointy iron fence? It was a little bit of a concern when I was riding along the fence, to be honest. But I was actually a wee bit more worried about my teeth. I kind of thought that they would go before I landed. So yeah, I mean, I was wearing chainmail pants, which was to really stop that, so it was fine. If you had to ride one bike for the rest of your life, what would it be? Well, I suppose it would have to be this thing here, inspired, whatever. It's finally kind of got to the stage where it's exactly set up for what I like, so yeah, and I could probably go down some hills on it as well. If I put some gears on it, be fine, totally fine. Do you think this interview will get more views than your big video? I hope not, because I'll be ruined. I think if people knew that I was like this in you know, real life, then I don't think people would bother watching the videos. Question number 17. Wouldn't you rather be riding railroad tracks instead of answering these dumb questions? Well, this doesn't take me 100 goes. Well, not quite as many goes as it takes me to do that stuff, so yeah. I'm probably going to go and watch Vital MTV as I'm injured. Right, you're going to have to edit this before you send it to him.